How many times have you asked yourself, where's that report? Why isn't it done? They didn't get back to me. Did anyone even hear what I said when I asked for this? I ask this because if you're tired of feeling like you're just always chasing ghosts and not getting anything, then this is for you, because I want to dive into what I call the art of follow up. And trust me, it's the art you need to master. And I'm saying that we can go from turning those, man, I can't believe this isn't done moments to, all right, perfect, we got it done, we nailed it. Because let's just face it, just telling someone to do something is never going to be enough. You know, we always think that, oh, I delegated, my job is done now. But the reality check is that when you're assigning, explaining, and even planning, that's literally just the beginning. Follow up is really that secret sauce that turns good intentions into incredible results. So you might ask, like, why is follow up so crucial? Well, think of follow up like this. Your project is a garden. Your plants, your plants, your seeds, etc. You have to water them. You have to explain them, and then you map out the garden. But without tending, weeding, watering, checking on growth, aka your follow up, your garden is not gonna last. Now let's be real. How many times have you thought, oh my God, I can't believe this really isn't done? I asked for this months ago. How is this project so behind? I don't know about y'all, but I deal with that a lot. I set out all the milestones clearly. I said exactly what I wanted. And then you just feel like, all right, I guess I'm just going to be working late again. Why would I even bother delegating? If that sounds familiar to you, trust me, you are not alone. And that's why I want you to ditch that frustration and really just get organized. Now, first, and this is crucial, you have to accept that follow-up is not nagging. It's actually necessary. It's part of the job. Think of it as guiding and not pushing, because reality always wins. People prioritize what they're held accountable for. So you have to embrace the follow-up. Now, if you're still struggling, here's something I like to think of is like, just imagine this, a quick follow-up email versus a late midnight panic session. Ask yourself, which one sounds better? Exactly. Next, clarity is king. You need to be able to spell out exactly what you want and when you want it. And don't leave room for guesswork. I know that's hard, but if you want a draft by Friday, you need to say that. I need updates every Friday. I need it Monday. Say it and be clear. Don't just say, prepare the presentation. You really have to get down and say, send me an outline by the end of Tuesday, a draft by Friday, and a final, revision by Monday. Really having clear expectations is going to help set meaningful and clear results. Now, the real way to get organized, you have to systematize your follow-up. Make your follow-up a system. Use a spreadsheet or Excel or a project management tool, whatever works for you. I don't know, Asana, Monday.com, one of those things. Or even just schedule regular meetings. If you can, you want to get to the point where you automate reminders. Schedule those check-ins, whatever works for you. But the less you have to think about it, the more likely you're actually going to do it. So I like to think of it like this. It's harder to ignore a scheduled meeting than it is a pop-up reminder. Because even with the best plans, best reminders, things happen. So you have to build in wiggle room and then ask for deliverables a day or a week early. This actually gives you the time to review and request revisions. That's why I always say, man, get that buffer time in between time. Think of it as what I like to call an insurance policy against missed deadlines. Now, finally, the last thing I'm going to jump into on this is just talk through your results. Did things go well? Celebrate. Did things go sideways? Evaluate. Ask yourself, Were my expectations clear? Was the system in place? Was there enough margin? And most importantly, have open and honest conversations. I always say communication is key. So, how can you make this work for you? Again, embrace follow up, embrace the follow up mindset, write down clear expectations, and use a system to track progress. And lastly, just build in buffer time and make sure you communicate, 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 and one more time, communicate. So just pick one project you're working on and formalize your follow-up process. Set clear expectations and use a tracking system to build in margin to see the difference. Now, all I want you to do is stop chasing those ghosts. Don't feel like you're nagging. Get the job done and start crushing those projects with a solid follow-up process. Trust me, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. All right, go out there and be great. Take control, win, get the job done. Smash that like button if you like this. Subscribe to the channel, follow, whatever. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you guys lock in your follow-up.